Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover secrets that corporations really try to hide for you. It is time to decode a recent filing from FOXO Technologies, Incorporated. And let me tell you, this one has some interesting twists and turns to it. Imagine a company that owns a lot of stock and suddenly decides to print a whole lot more and change the rules on how its most valuable preferred stock can be converted into that common stock. Oh, and they also just re-elected their entire board of directors, no biggie, right before we dive deep into this corporate maze. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and if you want to join a community of fellow corporate sleuths, our Discord channel link is in the description. Alright, so what we are looking at today is a Form 8K filing, which is like a company's public diary. It is used to announce major events that shareholders really need to know about. And this filing from FOXO Technologies Incorporated, dated the 16th of December 2025, is no exception. So FOXO Technologies Incorporated, a company that is registered in Delaware, has just made a couple of significant moves. Let's break down what it means for the folks who own pieces of this company. First up, they've tweaked the rules for some of their special types of stock, specifically the Series B and Series C preferred stock. Think of these as special VIP shares with unique rights. What they've done is change how these special stocks can be converted into regular common stock. The company's common stock is what you and I typically buy on the stock market. They've made the conversion price much more favorable to the company by setting a floor. That means no matter what happens with the company's stock price on the market, the conversion price for these shares will be at least a tiny fraction of a cent, which is really low, and this low number isn't subject to adjustments for things like stock splits or dividends, which is unusual. They've also gotten rid of a mandatory conversion rule, which gives the company more flexibility. They also made an exception for dividends paid to Series E preferred stockholders. This means that these specific dividends will be treated differently and not be subject to certain restrictions. It is like a special pass for that particular group of shareholders. Now, for the really juicy part, the company's CEO's direct control via Renova Health Incorporated, a major shareholder holding about 98.6% of the voting power, has approved some big decisions by written consent. This is like a private vote among the biggest shareholders without needing to call a big meeting. Here is the headline. They are massively increasing the number of common shares. The company can issue from 2.5 billion to a whopping 10 billion. That is a quadrupling of authorized shares, and they are also doubling the authorized preferred stock from 10 million to 20 million. This gives the company a huge amount of room to issue more stock in the future. This could be to raise more money through selling new stock, or perhaps for future deals or employee stock options. And as if that wasn't enough, they also re-elected all 5 of their current board members: Seamus Lagan, Trevor Langley, Francis Colt DeWolf, the third Brett Barnes, and Mark White. This means the current leadership team is staying put to guide the company through these significant changes. They also got a nod of approval for their accounting firm Crite and Chi UCPA LLP to continue auditing them for the year ending the 31st of December 2025. It is a ratification, but it shows continued confidence in their auditors. And finally, for those who want to see the actual legal documents that make all this official, the filing lists them as exhibits. Exhibit 3.1 and 3.2 are the updated designation documents for the Series B and Series C preferred stock. These are the nitty-gritty details of how those special shares will now work. Now let's get down to what this all means for FOXO Technologies Incorporated and its shareholders. First, that massive increase in authorized shares is a big deal. It gives the company a lot of ammunition to raise capital in the future. This can be good if they have plans for growth and need funds to execute them, but it also means there is a higher potential for stock dilution. If the company issues a lot of new shares, the value of existing shares could decrease because each shareholder would own a smaller piece of the pie. The changes to the preferred stock conversion terms are also quite significant. By making the conversion price lower and more predictable for the company, they've essentially made it easier for these preferred shareholders to convert their shares into common stock. This could lead to more common stock being issued, which again points to potential dilution. The re-election of the board suggests stability and a continuation of the current strategy. They're likely confident that the existing leadership can navigate the company's path forward, especially with the newly expanded share authorization. Looking deeper into FOXO Technologies Inc. The company has been in the news for its involvement in various technology sectors, specifically in areas like health tech and digital solutions. Their ability to raise capital by issuing more shares without significantly impacting the stock price will be a critical indicator of market confidence in their business prospects and future growth potential. So what is the verdict on one hand FOXO Technologies Incorporated? D is positioning itself for future growth and expansion by securing its ability to raise capital, this proactive move by its majority shareholder, and board shows a clear intention to capitalize on opportunities. However, the elephant in the room is dilution. The company needs to ensure that any issuance of new shares is tied to a clear and profitable growth strategy that will ultimately benefit TAT. All shareholders, if not the increased share count, could lead to a decrease in the value of each individual share. This filing signals a period of potential expansion for FOXO Technologies Incorporated. But shareholders will need to watch closely how this expanded share authority is utilized and whether it translates into real value creation. Alright, that is our breakdown of FOXO Technologies Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.